Okay, hi again. This is day 5 of doing this. I almost was not gonna do this tonight. Last night I had a plan for what I wanted to talk about tonight. Um this afternoon I when I was upstairs I saw something that this will be good for like tomorrow night, and I wasn't sure what the purpose of what I saw was at the time. So I haven't written down anything because when I go to actually write it all out, I can just watch my videos and get things written out that way. Um, but I just ended was upstairs for the third time and did an evening live. And on my way downstairs a few minutes ago, I thought, um, I'm in so much pain. It's not like bad pain. It's stiffness. If you've had knee replacement surgery, you know what I'm talking about. Your leg is just it's so stiff. And I just wanted to ice it, which little Frankie's covering up the he's holding my leg, trying to hold my leg straight. If he sits on my nerves are gonna scream at him, and so he's just hanging out here. But anyway, I thought, well, I've done it 4 nights in a row. I should be good for it being a habit. Um, and then I thought back to Monday night and the whole I'll start tomorrow thing, I'll do it tomorrow thing. And I was like, am I that far along where I will do it tomorrow? Um, even though I'm I don't think I pushed myself today. I'm reminding myself I'm on day 8 of surgery. And then I realized why I saw what I saw earlier today, and it made sense. I haven't posted that video yet, and I will do that with this. I will add it to this. Um, it's like, well, I guess we're not skipping tonight. Um, but earlier I was watching a little blackbird. There's so many blackbirds, and it was one of the grackles, I think, and it had uh, landed, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, um, I noticed that its left leg was having issues. I don't know if it was born with a bad leg, if Mr. Grackle was in a fight and hurt his leg. Somehow his leg was injured and he was struggling to walk on it. But he was getting around, and he was, taking care of himself, feeding himself, doing the things that he needed to do uh, for his day. And so just going back and thinking about that, it's like, oh, well, kind of in the same position here. But he didn't quit. He didn't give up. Needed food. I don't know, maybe to feed his family or just himself, or if it was a she. I don't know any of that stuff. All I know is that uh, Mr. and Mrs. Grackle was out, uh, you know, doing the stuff they had to do for today, even with a bad leg. Um, I'm hoping that his or her little leg will recover. Um, I don't know if it's painful. I was thinking all these things when I saw, his little leg. Is it just something that he's used to? Um, so that's really pretty much it, I think, for tonight, because um except for the scripture, and it's like, well, I don't know what scripture uh, goes that I'm supposed to use for this, but we're talking birds here, and and how both me and the little bird are having issues and need help right now, and um, so the scripture that came to my mind, or that God gave me, was Psalm 63:7. For thou hast been my help, and in the shadow of thy wings I sing for joy. So that's the little thing for today that I noticed, is that although Little Bird and I are much different, we still, in size and every which way, we still have a bad leg at the moment, and we still have to rely on God and others for help. And we just need to thank God for that, because He's providing that. Um, my son came over today. I needed to have something come downstairs, and he came over. He lives across town, 5 miles away. He came over for the 2 minutes it took to bring what I wanted downstairs, and then he left. And then uh, a little while ago, my daughter and grandson were here. They were out running some errands, and my daughter spotted me going to go upstairs, and my grandson, he helped me get outside. He fed and watered all the my little zoo. My grandson, he is in an EMT course right now, and I think he said next week he takes a test, and then the week after a state test or something. But he's was telling me about his ride-alongs as a EMT, and that he's putting in application for our with our local EMS, and and then he helped me with my exercises, and I was telling him I was going to have a shoulder replacement also, and then I had to not laugh or anything, because he started talking medical talk, asking me all these questions. I'm like, oh, I have no idea what he's saying. I got another, I'm really proud of him. Um, Another medical person in my family, I can't understand what they're saying. So, but, um, we looked at a shoulder, not a shoulder, a knee replacement surgery video for a few minutes and everything. Um, which didn't freak him out like it did on my other grandkids. Um, so I'm not sure where I was going with that, but God provided the help that I needed today, up and down the stairs. I did go up by myself this last time, but well, I guess twice. But and then my daughter helped me down when I was ready to come downstairs. And uh, yesterday, Aspen was telling me about if I ever had one of her mom's, some kind of meal she makes, and I had no idea what she was talking about. It sounded good though. Uh, I asked my daughter what she was fixing for dinner tonight, and she told me. I said, I think that's what Aspen was talking about yesterday, and it was. I think it's a Vietnamese dish. Uh, I don't want to get the wrong country, but anyway, she's making extra for Aspen to bring to me tomorrow. So, um, God took care of some things by having my kids here today. My grandson, um, a new different kind of meal tomorrow when Aspen comes over. And I did ride my bike. I for a minute, which I wouldn't have been able to do that last Friday, right? Then I was able to do this tonight. Um, and so I know now why I had to see um, Mr. Grackle and his bad leg. Um, it's so that I could see what the things that God was doing today, and so that I would not do this tonight. And so that was little Mr. Blackbird's purpose for today. It's all about the little details and watching, and uh, you know, I forgot to add any speech issues um, I may have had during this video. It's the first time you're watching. I have expressive aphasia, and so I have communication issues at times, especially when I'm in pain, fatigued, exhausted, everything. So, so if words came out wrong and things didn't make sense, not a whole lot I can do about that, except not quit. Anyway, once again, the verse Psalm 63:7 in the RSV, for thou hast been my help, and in the shadow of thy wings I sing for joy. Thank you for watching. Do all the YouTube things. If you want to talk about anything, you can put it in the comments or send me an email. It's in my channel description. And let me get the other video on here and find the song. So let me get to that. And later tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, is game night with Seeds of Faith with Teresa. So it's Bible trivia. So if you're interested in watching that, please do so. And if you do show up, let me know that you're there. So thanks. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you tomorrow with what I'm supposed to talk about. I have a plan, but that doesn't mean that will be the plan. Anyway. He's got a hurt little foot paw. I have an EMT here. Maybe he could fix him up. Aw. We're both hopping along on one foot.